Alright, what's going on guys? It's GCP here playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 4, the beta. I've been wanting to play this game, you guys know that, and I was afraid that I might not be able to play it because I might not be able to come back in time before it ended. As you guys know, over the weekend I was gone to a wedding out in Sacramento, which is a little up north from where I live. So I was gone there for the whole weekend and I returned Sunday night, and fortunately for me, on that Sunday night when I came back, I was able to download it and play it for maybe like 1 or 2 hours before I got tired, because you know, traveling does that to you. So when I woke up the next morning, I got to play it before it ended at 10 a.m. So I got to play a few hours of this game. I even got to level 30. Had I been able to play even more, because of my time constraints, it didn't allow me to, but had I had that time, I for sure would have gotten to level 40 and gotten the permanent unlock token. That's for sure. But unfortunately, due to time constraints and of course my obligations, I was not able to do so. So let me just give you guys my kind of first impressions about this game and my thoughts. One of the things that kind of stands out right away, more than anything else, and I'm sure everybody noticed it, was the HP, your health. Why in the world do we have 150 HP? It takes forever to down somebody. Now I understand you could down somebody a lot faster if you shoot above the chest and preferably the head, but we should not be able to do that. That formula has been already established in previous Call of Duty games. Okay? This whole HP thing is just a result of Call of Duty trying to copy other games, aka Rainbow Six Siege, aka Overwatch, all of those other games out there that put this type of health system in their games. Like, it doesn't make sense to me why Call of Duty wants to do it and why they are pushing more of a team-based gameplay to us, when Call of Duty's formula has always been run and gun, and it always benefited the skilled player. Now they want us to work together to be able to down multiple enemies, and that's another thing. Before, I was able to get multi-kills by myself as a solo player when I can rush into an enemy spawn, and if the enemies were not that great, I could totally take advantage of them and get multi-kills. But in this game, it's hard to even get double kills because of the sheer amount of health that each player has. And one of the early mistakes that I made is I started using an SMG in the beginning. Now, in the very beginning of the beta, not for the Xbox and the PC players, but I'm talking about the PlayStation folks, everybody said that the SMGs were overpowered. So, since then, had I known that they were nerfed, I probably would not have used the SMGs in the beginning. But I wanted to try them out, and that was my mistake because I was using the MX9 and I was not putting people down. Like, I even had rapid fire on my SMG as an attachment, and it was still not dropping people as quick as I thought it would. So then I had to make the switch to this KN57 weapon, which is basically the KN44, and then I noticed an instantaneous damage increase, and I was downing people a lot quicker. So when they said that they increased or buffed the weapon damage on the assault rifles, they totally did, but they made the SMGs worthless, in my opinion. So, I don't know, man. They got to get their weapon tuning stuff all together, and I'm sure they will. This is only a beta, so they can, of course, go back and try to balance the weapons as much as possible. But every Call of Duty game struggles with that in the very beginning, and even throughout the game cycle, to be honest. But another thing that I want to talk to you guys about are the score streaks. Now, the score streaks that I got to use are the RCXD, which is the same as any other RCXD. It's still good. I've gone to use the turret, which is the same. It's still pretty good. It depends all on where you place it, so the placement of the turret really counts for how well it's going to do. Another thing I got to play with is the Mantis. Now, that's something different for me that I don't really use, which is equivalent to the Cerberus. And I let it go on patrol mode because I thought it was going to go out, seek the enemies, and kill them. But it didn't do that. And I was like, huh? Like, why isn't it going out and killing these people? So I was like, okay, all right. Let me control it myself and see if I do any better. And I totally did. You know, when I used the Mantis, by myself manually, I was getting kills after kills after kills. Like, it is devastating. Speaking of devastating, look at this. Oh my goodness, a purifier just going off with this thing. Honestly, I think the purifier is my favorite specialist in this game right here. I was using the grapple dude, the ruin guy, which was pretty fun actually, grappling around. But as far as getting kills, the purifier is really what got me a lot of kills. I got to use the annihilator as well. It was alright. Got to use the pulse. I don't even know what the heck that specialist is called. I forgot. But it's the one where you pulsate every enemy or highlight all the enemies so you know where they are. The cool thing about that one is it marks them all over the map, so it has a lot further reach than the one in Black Ops 3, that's for sure. So yeah, those are the ones that I've used. I didn't use the other ones because I wasn't interested in any of the other ones, to be honest. So the score streaks, excuse me, did I call them score streaks? I meant specialists. If I call them score streaks, my bad. Let me move on to the score streaks. Well, I talked about them, but let me go back to them. I didn't get to use the AC-130, which I really wanted to, and I didn't get to use the strike team because I see it all over YouTube videos for those of you guys who uploaded, or for those people who have uploaded Black Ops gameplay, because I looked at a bunch of Black Ops 4 gameplay, and I got to see the strike team, and I saw how poorly the strike team was doing. They had no clue what was going on, and they barely got any kills. So I wanted to try them out myself and see it for myself. But luckily for me, I guess fortunate for me, I didn't get to unlock them. So I guess that's a good thing. But really the only issue that I have, and oh, really quickly, this health thing regarding the stim shot and all that, I don't really have a problem with it. I think it will be fine in the game as long as the HP, and again, this is my number one thing in this game. That's the biggest issue, I think. If they solve this, I think a lot of other things will just start to smooth out a little bit more. Is the HP, is the health. We don't need it to be 150. You could tone it down to maybe 125 or preferably 100, and I think this game will be a lot better. The movement system in this game is fantastic. I feel like it feels just like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, which I had no issues with whatsoever. So I hope they do nothing to it, or no changes to the movement system. I didn't see the VSAT in here, which they brought back in every single Black Ops game. So I don't understand that. I hope they bring it back in the actual game, even though I don't think they will. But I don't understand why they took it out, why they didn't have it for the beta. So overall, I will say this. The HP is the number one thing that I'm just frustrated with, because I'm not able to drop people as quick, and I'm not able to get multi-kills. And then when you get put into a situation when you have multiple enemies around, like, you're pretty much screwed, man, unless those guys are really bad. So I don't know. I feel like this game can have a lot of improvements. So check out this best play by your boy GCP right here with the purifier, burning everybody, barbecuing them all to a medium rare. So I think that the HP is the one thing that I really have a problem with. Other than that, it's an alright game. It's not better than any of the other Black Ops games in its current state with the beta, but it can improve with these tune-ups. So anyways, if you guys have played this game, you guys have thoughts, let me know down below what you guys feel about it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. This is GCP, and I am signing off.